Hey guys, this is Illusionist Jason Bishop. I am back reviewing another piece of magic. It's from a movie this time. It's from The Dark Knight. It's a scene where the Joker meets the mob and he does a magic trick with a pencil. If you've seen the movie, then you probably know the scene I'm talking about and you know what you're in store for. If you haven't seen it, it may be a little shocking, surprising for you, I'm not sure. It's about Halloween time right now when this video comes out. That's why I've got the jack-o'-lantern over my shoulder over there. And so I figured the Joker's kind of Halloween-ish and, you know, it's a trick, I guess, so we'll check this out here. So I am a professional illusionist. I started in the Poconos and Catskills, then I moved on to colleges and cruise ships, and then theaters all over. I've performed in Las Vegas, Los Angeles at the Magic Castle, the New Victory Theater on 42nd Street in New York City. Now in between shows, preparing for shows, traveling, working on new magic, I pull up videos like this online, watch them, and give you my thoughts on them as a professional illusionist. So again, this is the Joker in The Dark Knight where he does a trick with a pencil. Take a look at this.
And I thought my jokes were bad.
So I don't know if I consider the Joker a magician or not, but as far as, let's say that he is a magician for the sake of this video, and so, you know, right off the bat, he made a great entrance. He created intrigue, interest, he surprised them, he's gotten their attention, that's for sure. So let's see what he does with it. So here we go.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't have my boy here pull your head off.
Okay, so this particular audience for this show that he's performing, let's call it a show, is hostile. This is a hostile audience, so he's really going to have to impress them with something. So let's see what he chooses to impress the audience with.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. It's gone.
That is a pretty good magic trick. It's a good magic trick because the pencil did disappear, but there's a lot more to it if you think about it. First of all, he stabbed the pencil into the table. It stayed there. That means it can't be a regular pencil or else the lead tip would break. So this must be a specially prepared pencil, probably made of metal, so he knew ahead of time that he was going to do this. He stabs the pencil into the table, and what he's really done there, you can actually see by the actor Michael Jai White there, who is one of the head gangsters. He had this incredulous look, like this guy's crazy, like what is he doing? So what the Joker's done is he set up the expectation for the gangsters that he isn't to be taken seriously, that he's, you know, a goofball, that he isn't a serious person. Again, he's not to be taken seriously, but in this case, he is to be taken deadly seriously because he just killed that guy, and he did execute the trick perfectly, and he executed the gangster perfectly as well. Think about that. So, but he really has set up an expectation, and he's one step ahead. And in magic, it is crucial to be prepared to be one step ahead. That's a big part of magic. That's something we don't really talk about very much. But as a magician, you are prepared well in advance, sometimes with very sophisticated things, concealing them, and that's part of our job. And I can't talk much about that, but that is something that we certainly do. And the Joker has a lot of forethought in this, and that is a sign of, I mean, I guess it could be a sign of a smart person, it could be a sign of a lot of things, but it is something that a magician would certainly do. So let's see where this goes.
Oh, and by the way, the suit, it wasn't cheap. You ought to know, you bought it.
Sit. I want to hear proposition.
Obviously, this trick has created an emotional response in his audience. That's always a sign of a good trick, if it creates an emotional response in the audience. Also, I think that the Joker has deceived both the gangsters in the film as well as the audience at home, because we see him as sort of a slight guy who wouldn't be particularly strong. But if he grabs a gangster and slams his head into the table, then he must be a pretty strong guy. And so he's concealing the fact that he's actually a pretty formidable force to be reckoned with. He's also concealing the fact that of his intentions. I mean, he intended to kill that guy and he was ready to do it, and he did it exactly the way he wanted to do it. So he's a very competent person, and a very good magician is a very competent person, that's for sure. So let's see where it goes from here.
You're crazy. I'm not. No, I'm not. If we don't deal with this now, soon little Gamble here won't be able to get a nickel for his grandma.
Enough from the clown!
Let's not blow this out of proportion.
You think you could steal from us and just walk away?
Yeah.
I'm putting the word out. 500 grand for this clown dead. 1 million alive. So
This is another great deception, another great magic trick, another great sign of a very good magician. He's thought, again, very far ahead in two ways, actually. Not only does he have grenades in his jacket there, but he already has this loop on his thumb that he's ready to pull at a moment's notice. I mean, he has to be ready for that. If you just have grenades in your jacket and you're not ready to pull it and it's not set up, then it doesn't mean anything to these guys. They're just going to rip him to shreds. So he has already thought ahead with that. And that's, you know, as far as the structure of a good magic show goes, that would be the big finish. That would be the big bang at the end, is the grenades that he has set up. So it is structured well like a magic show that way. So let's finish it out here.
and teach him some manners first.
All right, so listen, why don't you give me a call when you want to start taking things a little more seriously? Here's my card.
That's great too. This is a very good structure of a magic show again, because you know what? He didn't overstay his welcome. He left the audience wanting more. In this case, the audience, the more that they wanted was to kill him. But still, that is a key component in magic or showmanship, is to leave the audience wanting more. So perfect show structure by the Joker. He came in, made a great entrance, grabbed their attention. He did a trick up front that was fast and flashy. That's very good. And then he left at the end, you know, at just exactly when anticipation was highest, and he left them with a question, and they could go home and talk about the experience that they had. Obviously, this was a silly video, but I do like this scene, and I love Christopher Nolan. He's such a great writer and director, and comes up with these, you know, really interesting movies. And obviously, in my opinion, the best movie on magic ever is The Prestige, which Christopher Nolan also made. If you haven't seen The Prestige, I'll do that video sometime down the road, because that is a big one, and it's a very complicated movie, frankly. And if you haven't seen it, you should check it out and then rest on it a little bit, and then honestly, if you enjoyed it, watch it again, because I won't tell you the secrets of The Prestige, but they are obvious throughout the film, and when you watch it the second time, you actually watch sort of a completely different film. You see things in it that you didn't pick up the first time around, and that you can't pick up the first time around for the most part. So I've watched that film many times because of the density of material that Christopher Nolan put into there. So anyway, this was a fun scene. I hope you guys have a good Halloween. I hope you get some candy, or you have trick-or-treaters come to your house, or you win the costume party, or whatever you're doing. Or if you don't do anything for Halloween, I hope you enjoy hanging out at home, or whatever you do. If you'd like to learn some magic, or you need new magic tricks for anything, there's a link below in the description box. This is for Vanishing Ink. This is an online magic store for beginner, intermediate, and even advanced magicians. It is an affiliate link, so it does help out the channel if you purchase anything there, but don't feel compelled to. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do enjoy discussing these things with you, and I appreciate all your subscriptions and likes and comments. So if you did like the video, please destroy the like button. If you want to see more of this, then please subscribe and hit the bell if you'd like to get notified. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Happy Halloween.